And suddenly it was like, we've been in this house 15 years, I can't take it any longer. My name is Lindsey Deitz, and I bought a house through Andrea and sold a house through Andrea. So the fears I had about buying and selling my home was I had never bought a home and sold a home at the same time. I had a lot of questions about, well, if we sell our home in this amount of time, how much time do we have to find a new home? And Andrea was able to kind of give us a timeline. Once our house went under contract, we knew how much time we had. There was no guessing. She was constantly sending us stuff to check out. I would send her things, see what she thought about them, and we're constantly going to see anything that might appeal to us. It was a little bit of a challenge trying to make sure we found exactly what we wanted without settling. But it was more about finding things that fit our families, specifically because during COVID, my husband got moved to working at home. We were in a very small house with teenagers. He was at the kitchen table with monitors, and suddenly it was like, we've been in this house 15 years, I can't take it any longer. So there were a lot of necessities that needed to be met, like an office space. So she didn't want to just sell us something just to move on to the next client. She wanted to make sure that all the boxes were checked. There was a lot of lingo I didn't understand. She would put it in layman's terms. There's a lot of paperwork that she kind of gave the cliff notes for, so you didn't have to, go through the drudging task of reading all of it. And I trusted that she knew exactly what it meant, and she did. And we'd sign it and keep moving along, not having to wait on information to come back. It was always, I knew it was coming, and there it was. She was very particular and, had all her ducks in a row, which I don't at all. So I thought if anybody's, going to be on top of this, then Andrea will be. She's down to earth, so I knew that if there was something that may be an issue, she was going to tell me. She wasn't going to hold it back just because she wanted me to buy a house, or she wasn't going to hold back something that we needed to do our house to sell it. So I knew she'd be honest with me. A couple weeks after we were done and we had signed everything, we'd found our house, my 13-year-old said, I wish we were still looking at houses because I miss looking at houses with Andrea. And that was hilarious because I really did have fun going and looking at houses with her and, feedback with each other about what we thought about each house. So not only was it a necessity, it was also actually a good time. I would definitely recommend Andrea because you don't ever have to wonder what you need to be doing on your side. You'll always hear back from her quickly. She did all the work and we just said what we liked and didn't, picked a house and showed up when it was time to sign, and that was it.